In this, we have today, through different mechanisms, filed a claim with the clerk of the Sacramento County Sheriff's Department. That is the forerunner that you must file before you file a litigation case, which will undoubtedly be later in federal court, where we are alleging that the minor's civil rights were violated and that he was wrongfully detained, excessive force was used, and there may even be some questions about whether there was racial overtones motivating his conduct. And so from my point of view, this was as the easiest I can say, this officer was just a bully. He was out of control. He exhibited almost as if he was a steroid person because he's muscular, and the way he treated the young minor was outrageous and certainly pathetic for an old grown man to treat a 14-year-old boy the way he did. The way tossing him around, jumping him, and then treating him by punching on him and then causing his head to be hit against the sidewalk really was a terrifying experience for the minor. And it seemed as if the officer himself was just totally out of control. His emotional reaction all depicted a person who was not giving any consideration that he was talking and dealing with a very young person who was at only half his size. And so for us, it's extremely outrageous conduct, one that requires a recognition, one that requires accountability, and we certainly are not going to let this pass no matter what has been said. I tell you that this is a situation where we've had real progress in the last, certainly since I did Oscar Grant many years ago, and maybe Oscar and Rodney King before that. The video cameras and cell phones have changed everything for all of us, because without the cell phone by the friend, we would have not been able to see in all of this graphic detail how this young boy was manhandled and treated by this officer. We can now see that he made no effort to communicate in any kind of rational human way, that he sought immediately to assume in a very aggressive physical posture, and then without any discussions of any significance and trying to de-escalate the situation, he immediately started grabbing and tossing him around and punching him and throwing him to the ground. Conduct that we cannot allow to stand. It's outrageous conduct. It is as bad as it gets. We're lucky that nothing worse happened to him, but we still have to have an accountability.